So spoiler alert, there is no best game engine to make your game. Game engines are just tools and games are just creations. It's not really about the tool, it's about the creator. Okay, now that's not to say that there are no real factors to consider when it comes to choosing a game engine. There are a handful of game engines out there that are best used for 2D game development. There are also a handful of game engines out there that are best used for 3D game development. Some engines out there are best for cross-platform. Some engines have better documentation and better community support. Some engines out there are also best for landing you a job in the industry. There's just too many factors to consider for anyone to say what the best game engine is. So when it all comes down to it, no one can really tell you what the best game engine is. Choosing a game engine is best decided by your own personal goals and by actually developing games in these game engines that you're interested in so that you can get a feel for how good or bad it suits you. Personally, I've committed myself in Unity for years now and have published 2 games with the tool. But with the recent update to the pricing plan of Unity, I've reevaluated and am finally coming to terms that one of the most important factors for me is that I have max ownership of the games I publish from the engine I use to create them. So I'm going the open source route and trying out what seemed to be the most popular option out there, which is Godot. So that's it for this video. Thank you for listening, and if you're to take one thing out of all of this, start learning by creating games in the engines that you're interested in, so that again you can start to get a feel for how good or bad it suits you and your personal goals. It's a much more productive approach compared to being stuck in the middle of the game engine war. So again, create to learn. Subscribe and like the video to help push it out there for game developers who are potentially stuck in analysis paralysis when it comes to choosing their game engine.